biggest animals in the world. Are you looking for the most giant animals in the world? Then you're in the right place. Animals come in all shapes, sizes, and types, so when trying to understand the largest animals, it's important to specify exactly how we define largest and which kinds of animals we're looking at. Are we looking at the tallest, longest, heaviest of all animals, or focusing specifically on the biggest land animals, largest living animals, or including all the largest animals that have ever lived on Earth at any time? This video focuses on listing and describing the largest animals, so stick around until the end. Number 10, Paracentherium. Weighing in at 17 tons, a shoulder height of 16 feet, Paracentherium is one of the largest land animals ever to live. These animals roamed Asia, Western Europe, and Asia in the Oligocene time. Paracentherium was a type of giant hornless rhino with a long giraffe neck. They were herbivores and that were adapted to eating vegetarian from trees. They were so large they could graze treetops that other animals couldn't reach. Their teeth were designed for picking up foliage off of trees, and the nasal area on their skulls showed that they had some trunk, and it was probably similar to the short, prehensile trunk of a tapir. This trunk would also aid in picking foliage from trees. Finally, Prothero indicates that these large animals would have been similar to elephants because they would have had problems regulating their heat. Thus, Prothero suggests Paracentherium fed mainly at night and had large ears to dissipate heat. Number 9, whale shark. Whale sharks are the largest shark and the largest of any fishes alive today. They feed on plankton and travel large distances to find enough food to sustain their huge size and reproduce. While sharks are found in all tropical oceans in the world, their white spotted coloration makes these gentle giants easy to distinguish and popular with snorkelers and divers at sites where they aggregate off the coast. The maximum size of whale sharks is not known, but they could be as large as 20 meters. Females give birth to live young, but this has never been observed. While pupping occurs and there are most immature animals situate, remains a mystery, as they are rarely found. Adults are often found feeding at the surface, but may dive to 1,000 meters. Whale sharks are protected from fishing in many countries these days, but are in decline in some areas. Number 8, Leadsichthys. Leadsichthys was a giant fish that would have dwarfed every other animal in the sea, but it was a gentle giant that lived on tiny shrimps, jellyfish, and small fish that would make up plankton. It would have swum slowly through the open waters in the ocean and taking mouthfuls of plankton-rich water and sieving them through the giant mesh plates of the back of its mouth. Its feeding habits were similar to the modern blue whale, which are also surviving on nothing but plankton. They are probably traveled large distances to find parts of the world where seasonal conditions caused from plankton to form a dense, concentrated organic soup. Once a year, and perhaps after plankton feasts, Leadsichthys would have shed the giant filter plates from the back of its mouth, meaning that it would not feed itself for several weeks. While the new ones grew back, towards the end of this time, it would have become weakened through hunger and vulnerable to attack. Number 7, Kronosaurus. Like other apatosaurs, Kronosaurus was a marine reptile. It had an elongated head, a short neck, a stiff body propelled by 4 flippers, and a relatively short tail. The posterior flippers were larger than the anterior. Kronosaurus was carnivorous and had many long, sharp, conical teeth. Current estimates put the Kronosaurus at around 9 to 10 meters in length. All sauropterygians had a modified pectoral girdle that supports a powerful swimming stroke. Kronosaurus and other apatosaurs and paleosaurs have similar adapted pelvic girdle, allowing them to push hard against the water with all 4 flippers. Its 2 limb girdles were a massive mesh of gastralia that proved additional strength and support. The power of the limb girdles, combined with evidence of large, powerful swimming muscles, indicates that the Kronosaurus was likely a fast, active swimmer. Number 6, Titanoboa. Titanoboa, extinct snake that lived in the Paleocene epoch 6 million to 56 million years ago. This considered Titanoboa is known from several fossils that have been added to the 58 million to 60 million years ago. From exploitations of body size made from excavated vertebrae, paleontologists have estimated that the average adult Titanoboa's body length was roughly 13 meters and the average weight was about about 1,135 kilograms. Titanoboa is related to living anacondas and boas, but is uncertain whether it was more closely related to one or the other of these modern constrictors snakes. Number 5. Megalodon. The Megalodon, which reached the extinct millions of years ago, was the largest shark ever to prowl the oceans and one of the largest fish on record. The scientific name, Carholcales megalodon, means giant tooth, and for good reason. Its massive teeth were almost 3 times larger than the teeth of a modern great white shark. The megalodon's fossilized bones and teeth gave scientists significant clues about what the creature was like and when it died off. While popular in the 2018 movie The Meg pits modern humans against an enormous megalodon, it's more than likely that the beast died out before humans even evolved. But it's difficult to pinpoint the exact date of the megalodon when extinct because the fossil record is incomplete. Number 4. Spinosaurus. Spinosaurus was the biggest of all the carnivorous dinosaurs, larger than the Tyrannosaurus and the Gigantosaurus. It lived during the Cretaceous period about 112 million to 97 million years ago, roaming North Africa's swamps. Spinosaurus means spine lizard, an appropriate descriptor as the dinosaur had very long spines growing on its back to form what was referred to as a sail. The distinctive spines, which grew out from the animal's back vertebrae, were up to 7 feet long and were likely connected by skin. Recent fossil evidence shows Spinosaurus was the first dinosaur that was able to swim and possibly spent most of its life in the water. Number 3. Argentinosaurus. When it was discovered in Argentina in 1987, Argentinosaurus was the world's largest giant dinosaur, shook the world of paleontology to its foundations. Ever since its discovery, paleontologists have argued about the length and weight of Argentinosaurus. Some reconstructions put this dinosaur at 75 to 85 feet from head to tail and up to 75 tons, while others are less restrained, positioning somewhat less credibly, a total length of 100 feet and weight of a whopping 100 tons. If the latter estimates hold, that will make the Argentinosaurus the biggest dinosaur based on well-attested fossil evidence. Number 2. Schistosaurus. Schistosaurus is an extinct genus of ichthyosaur from the middle to the late Triassic and is the largest marine reptile that has yet been found since 2018. The little stalk monster was measured to be around the size of a blue whale. Specimens have been reported from the United States, Canada, and China. It has been interpreted as a specialized suction feeder on unshelled cephalopods and fish. Schistosaurus lived in the late Triassic period 5. Skelenastes is known as the Pardonnet Formation, British Columbia, dating to the Middle Laurian Age about 210 million years ago, and the largest species 5, Skelenastes, measures 21 meters. Schistosaurus was a highly specialized and different considerably from the other ichthyosaurs. It was very slender in profile, and the largest specimens had a ribcage slightly less than 2 meters, 6.6 feet, deep without a distance of over 7 meters, 23 feet, between its flippers. Its skull bore an unusually short, toothless snout compared to the long-toothed, dolphin-like snouts of most ichthyosaurs. Number 1. The blue whale. The blue whale is the largest animal to have ever lived in the entire history of Earth, reaching lengths of at least 110 feet, 33 meters, and weighs 209 tons, 190 tons. These animals are only slightly smaller than the United States Space Shuttle. Their incredible size is only possible because of their aquatic lifestyles and the buoyancy provided by seawater. On land, this animal, as large as the blue whale, would have almost certainly been crushed under its weight. Interestingly, though, enormous blue whales are not predatory. They filter feed on tiny krill and are totally harmless to people. This life history strategy is shared among several large animals in the ocean, including the whale sharks, the basking shark, and other great whales.